Grace be unto you and peace from God our Father and from the Lord Jesus Christ. I was glad when they said to me, let us go into the house of the Lord. I'm Father Steve Sellers, and thank you so much for tuning in today for this brief daily message of hope. You know, as I was leaving church this morning after a couple of hours hearing confessions, I was thinking about some of the most majestic sounding hymns that I have come across in my 34 years in the ordained ministry, and then before that as a child growing up. And one of them that has always sounded so majestic to me is the one called God the Omnipotent. And the words are just amazing, where the words say, God the Omnipotent, King who ordainest, thunder thy clarion, the lightning thy sword. Show forth thy pity on high where thou reignest. Give to us peace in our time, O God. Give to us peace in our time. I've always thought there was a majesty about the clarion call of God and lightning being his sword. And the hymn just it has a majestic sound to it. It's I've just loved that. The words were written by two people in 1842, and then about 10 years later, Henry Chorley and John Ellerton wrote the words. And I didn't realize until this morning when I got home and that hymn was going through my mind that the reason there's a majesty to that is that it was used as the national anthem of Russia in the 19th century. The first national anthem, Peter the Great, 100 years before, stole the music and the God Save the Queen from England and made God Save the King. And that was Peter the Great's contribution to the national anthem of Russia. And in the mid part of the 19th century, they had a contest in Russia, and a composer by the name of Alexei Lvov in 1833 wrote God Save the Tsar using this hymn that he wrote. And so it was the Russian national anthem in the 19th century. And so there's often an intersection between secular music and spiritual music. And it's amazing how often many of the hymns that we sing come from other places. And the words are not exactly what we think they are. This was actually God the Omnipotent was God Save the Tsar. And it's so interesting, at confessions this morning, I was telling a number of people about the fact that God reigns supreme in the heavens. That's the good news for our life. That's our hope. God reigns supreme over his creation, including us, and that he has given us his word that he's never going to leave us. He's never going to forsake us. He doesn't take days off. He doesn't go on vacations. He doesn't get too busy. He oversees his creation as a benevolent king over us. And when we sing his praise, we are offering him from our heart into his hands our worship and our praise. And we can count on his direction in our lives. The main issue I want to point out today is that we get in trouble when we forget that God is still in charge. When we think that we're all alone and handling every crisis, every situation all on our own, we're missing the point of our faith. The point is that God is with us, and he still reigns supreme. We are the ones who follow his bidding, not the other way around. Often we think that when we get in trouble, we ask God to jump in and intervene at our beck and call. We miss the point of the faith. We have a daily relationship with him and he with us. He is the omnipotent one. We're not. He is the potter and we are the clay. He molds us and shapes us. Things happen to us for a reason, so that we can grow in the knowledge and love of the one who put us here in the first place. So today, when things happen, know that you're not in it alone. No matter what happens, ask God for his help. He's right there with you. He promised he would be. He is the omnipotent one, the King who ordaineth thunder his clarion and lightning his sword is involved in our lives because he loves us. And never forget that. I hope you have a blessed rest of the day today, and through his grace and mercy and his omnipotence, I will see you at Mass tomorrow on the third Sunday in the season of Lent. God bless you.